working this hard for a reason. Been a minute trying to make it move.
Alright, welcome back to the Hus-Band Show podcast. I'm Perry.
And I'm Troy.
Alright, and Big Vince will be calling in a minute when I get him on the line.
The steel horse ride.
He out there riding that mother, oh goddamn iron jockey. Alright, so we want to keep it a little light on this one, but it's kind of serious to a lot of people. Should that man get his plate fixed? Alright, let me play this first and then we'll get into it because this shit is funny.
There's a story where we were at my aunt's house, and we always have dinners because we have a very close family. And my aunt served dinner. She said we can come eat. So I asked her. I said, "Can you fix me a plate?" So she looked at me and said, "No, you can fix your own plate." So I told her. I said, "Well, you know, up until this marriage thing and all that, she was always fixing my plates, everything at my family's house." So I was embarrassed. My family looking at me like, you know, she can't fix you a plate. So like, I just find that very unappreciated. Like she's not doing anything.
So he said he was at his aunt's house and his wife wouldn't fix the plate.
Oh, I thought he was.
Well, yeah, because that, let me put it in context. So this is.
Oh, I was about to be like, how you
episode
mad because I
on
wouldn't make
divorce
your
court.
plate? Boy, get up, make her plate.
And he asked his wife to fix my plate. So he was saying before this marriage thing, I don't know how to say that, she would always do it. So he was embarrassed because she wouldn't fix my plate.
Gotcha.
Ain't no window. Ain't no way I'd be embarrassed. It's not a big deal to me. I would like a plate. Now, I'm gonna go first on this one. I'm sorry.
Hell yeah, man.
When I see you fix my fucking son a plate and you don't fix me one, now we got a problem. I don't like shit like that. I'm being dead ass. And I've seen Monique do that several times. I'm like, you fixing this big grown ass Negro a plate, you don't even make me one? Like, I get the big piece of chicken. You know what I'm saying? I'm dead ass. So I just had to get that off my chest, but please, and per show etiquette, Brother Troy, please lead us off.
So, man, this is a funny one right here to me, man, because, all right, yeah, I get it, right? Your wife, like, yes, you know, you want her to make your plate in front of your family and all that shit. Well, let's just say this, you know, what if you had somebody you want auntie house that really don't cook all that good, right? And she in there making you a plate, pile all this shit on your plate. Now everybody looking at you like, why they eating this shit? But you
the macaroni salty, the peas are mushy, and the chicken tastes like wood.
So it kind of go both ways. But I kind of see what he's saying. Though. He you know, his pride again. You know, he's sitting over there. Yeah, he's sitting over there.
Check your ego, baby.
Everybody else wife and brought their husband a plate. You know, you ain't bringing me one, and now he feels some kind of way. Well, part of it is get your ass up and get in line like everybody else, because it's probably one of them buffet style family dinners that we all have. Get a plate, get your ass in line. You know. And if she trying to take care of the kids and making sure they eat, you know, she can't make their plates, make your plate. Then when is she finally gonna get a chance to make a plate? Yeah. Right. So part of that is, you know, part of a team. Yeah. Yeah. Now, if you feel some kind of way that you feel like, you know, she should make your plate every single time and all that, then y'all need to have that conversation. Yeah. Have a dress rehearsal on how that shit look at home. You know what I'm saying? Before you bring that shit out in the public.
Before y'all get out the streets.
Some signals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have some signals. Hey, if the macaroni look all thick and dry, I don't want no macaroni today. Don't put that shit on my plate.
For sure.
You gotta have
keep to yourself.
Plan, you know what I mean?
Keep to yourself. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you can't fall out over making a plate. That's just totally ridiculous. That's just ridiculous.
That's childish.
That's just ridiculous.
That's childish.
You get your ass up, get in line. That's your auntie house. And if your family make you feel embarrassed, and I don't even think they probably did, it's just him. Like your sucker ass feel embarrassed because you on some sucker shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just, you know, get in line and eat. Talking about that
fixing a plate. Talking about that fixing a plate, brother. So we played a video on boy in divorce court. He's mad because his wife didn't fix him a plate at his aunt's house. And he felt like embarrassed about it. Now, I said that, you know, I would see Monique making Bryce big ass a plate and she wouldn't make me one. That kind of shit chaps my ass. I don't like that. Because I get the big piece of chicken, Vince. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Troy, you know how he get down. He's all, one for all and all for one. And I'm not mad at that. I'm good at that. I'm good with that. We put you on the screen. So how do you feel about it? Like I say, Brother Troy, you know, he's very diplomatic, and I appreciate him for that. Because I'm fucking one way. So, but I'm learning some shit from him. Like, we the same age, so I'm listening to him, and I'm like, damn, Pete, chill the fuck out. Like, chill out, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't that fucking serious, but it's like, man, how you gonna fix somebody? But I'll get over it. It's cool. So, what's your thoughts on it?
Okay, so the whole fixing the play thing, my wife ain't never did that shit.
You killing Blue right now. Okay.
I'm just saying, like, every now and then, she might do it. Now, I'll take that back. Like, if she went, like, if she was making me some shit to take on the road with me, you know, she that shit up, whatever.
Yeah, lunch is different. That's totally different. Yeah.
But when it comes to that, man, and I never expected her to. I never expected her to.
Yeah. But now I see you doing it. I'm like, hey, yo, shorty, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm your man. Like, that's how I feel.
Now, if I saw her doing that shit with Jordan, I would be like, what the fuck? You know, like, who is this person? Where you been? But as far as that goes, man, like, when in my house, I always make my plate last.
Okay.
I mean, everything. They'll tell you, ever since they were little, everybody eat first.
You pussy.
And then I get, you know, they don't say me the big chunk or whatever.
You pussy.
Shit, but I'm a pussy.
No, go ahead. I'm listening. Oh, you can see me? My bad. No, I'm listening. Go ahead. I'll fuck with you. Go ahead.
No. I just, you know, everything's always my philosophy, man. Because I'm working and buying food for them to eat. Therefore, eat.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, and I'm guilty of that too, because I'll, like, if I'm grilling and stuff like that, dude, everybody eat. I'll get mine. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you know we eating while we doing it, so I'm really straight. If the nigga that's
another thing, when she cooking, I can't sample. I can't grab me a little tidbit.
what is up with that shit? What's up with that? My nigga be like, what are you doing? I'm like, nigga, I'm tasting the food.
Yeah, no, man. You don't go no cook kitchen and taste their food.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until it's time to eat.
See, I grew up, my grandmother did most of the cooking.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm special. I was her baby. You know what I mean? I was the oldest grandkid.
What I tell you all the time, Blue, I couldn't do no wrong with my grandmother. Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, she can see me kill somebody. She'd be like, well, what the hell did they do?
That baby ain't mean to do that.
Exactly. But yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how I grew up. Like, I could sample, I could do whatever. I was always eating shit she made, whatever. So to be married and reach for a piece of pork chop that I bought and not be able to get that shit, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I feel you.
It happened recently. Like, she came back upstairs and was like, was you really mad because you couldn't get some of that?
Like the video of the one dude, I don't know if y'all seen it, when him and his daughter are in the kitchen. The mother made a meatloaf this Sunday. She went ham. Like, that shit looked good. Like, she had it all set out. And the father and the daughter, that girl might have been 7 or 8, they at the counter. You know, they tasting shit. And the daddy talking to the daughter, he giving her stuff, and they talking about it, they tasted it. Mother snuck in there with the phone. She was like, look at this shit. I told them, when it's time to eat, I'm going to let you know. She was like, what the hell y'all doing? Yo, the daddy turned around. It was like he was 5 years old. He was like, ain't nobody messing with nothing. Ain't nobody touching it. She was like, y'all was in there messing with the food. He was like, she had some, but I didn't. Dude, turn that man into an infant. So I know what you're saying.
Yeah. I think, but you know what? Jordan is, my youngest is the only one who can get away with it. So what I'll do is I'll catch him in the hallway. Be like, hey, we'll bring out a piece of that cornbread and meet me in the club. You know what I'm saying?
That's a damn shame, bro. But it's real. Like, and like, you know, it was a big thing on social media a long time ago when everybody talked about daddy get the big piece of chicken. That's not the case no more.
That's not the case.
That's not the case, bro.
Like how disrespectful my children are. Like you can have a soda, like a 20-ounce soda or some shit, and just have recently too. Like she had a Dr. Pepper. That's her thing. She liked Dr. Pepper. She took it upstairs, set it in the refrigerator, whatever. So the next morning, she's like, we go downstairs. She grabbed her lunch out of the fridge. She's like, yeah, tell your boy Jordan, you go ahead and have the rest of that shit, because I don't want none of this backwash. He goes in behind you. He'll take the little glass like a little tumbler.
Yeah.
You know, that's entice
Like you, oh my God. So it goes when you open it.
Yeah. So disrespect. So disrespect. Open it, ain't no fizz, ain't no pop. Ain't
Yeah.
no eating.
Dude, these goddamn kids, boy. I love them to death, though, man. I'll say this, man. With all the challenges and all the BS that, you know, we have to endure when it comes to family and marriage, this shit is fun to me, bro.
Oh,
Like, it's fun. Like, it ain't, I'm not just happy, dude. The shit is fun. I think it's fun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Wouldn't trade for nothing in the world, bro. Wouldn't trade for nothing in the world. But look here, man. You get back to driving. Get your ass back here so we can do an in-person, real deal Holyfield. You know what I'm saying? Because we need you sitting at the desk. It's so much better that way. We need that energy.
Let me clarify this real quick before I get my ass in trouble. Now, if I'm outside working, like in the garage or working on the car, doing some shit, whatever, she cooked it. She wouldn't take my plate.
Oh, for sure. Monique, yeah, same thing. Monique would be like, do you want to eat right now? Or she'd be like, come on, man, eat. Like, yes, I'm not going to shit on that. That's true. I'm the same way. Same thing here.
I always give me that warning too, like, all right, motherfucker, get ready. You better come eat.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I'm with you. Okay, we'll let him slide on that one. All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, man. Hurry up, get your ass back here, man. We know you got to get that goddamn money, but bring your ass.
I'm on the way.
All
Right
right.
on, Big Vince.
Have a safe journey, Vince.
You say what up, though, Troy?
What's up, brother?
All right, man. We gonna holler at you.
All right, now.
All right.
Yeah, let me clarify that too, man. My wife,
Yeah.
because she definitely will make me a plate without
Yeah.
doubt. But I don't expect her. Like, I won't be mad if she don't.
Mm-hmm.
But we've been in multiple situations where, you know, we have family dinner and she'll, like, you know me, make your plate right quick. She'll make my plate, you know.
Put it to the side and
Yeah.
go home.
Yeah.
And
And I appreciate
It's
it.
dinner time at
Yeah.
home right now. Like, I eat weird hours and shit. Some days I don't want to eat right away, depending on if I had late lunch and shit like that. So she'll make sure my plate is in the microwave. You know, so she take care of all that.
Yeah.
part.
But you'd be surprised, man. It's real with that shit. Like, just like that video, like, they're in fucking divorce court.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
That, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's dudes out there that need that validation. I don't need it like that, but I'm like, yo, you ain't never did that for me. That's all I'm saying. Now, I get it. And I told Monique before she even had Bryce, I was like, dude, yeah, you got Bree, and that's your baby, but you're gonna feel different about this boy because you have a man, right? And we all know women love their fathers. They love the man that they're dealing with. So now you have a man that you're going to try to raise and instill the values you want in a man, in that dude. I said, it's going to be different. And she was like, no, I feel the same way. I told her, and it's true. She think that boy walks on water.
Well, you gotta realize this, man. We all have shelf life when it comes to that shit.
Yeah.
So right now, Bryce does walk on water.
Mm-hmm.
But you fast forward Bryce to be a 23, 24-year-old, that water ain't gonna be so solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She ain't gonna be as a, you know.
And not only that, like I told her, I said, dude, you gotta chill with that a little bit. I mean, I'm not mad at it, but you gotta chill with that a little bit because that day is coming. He gonna meet that woman he wants. And when he meet that woman he wants, he's gonna take the backseat.
Nah, he ain't.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you that.
All right.
I think really what'll happen is he gonna find a place for both of them. See, they different. They different than us. When we was younger, when we went to find, you know, the woman that we wanted to be with, we instantly took on the leadership role and the hunter and the provider.
Yeah.
You know, we took on that old school values. You gotta realize these young cats don't got them same visions.
Yeah.
They got the same values, but they just ain't in front of him as much. So he ain't going into it. I gotta now concentrate everything I got on taking care of this new girl.
Mm-hmm.
He going into it like I'm bringing on my girl into my world. And right now, my mama, you know, is a big part of my world. So you got to come in and be a part of this. You know.
Yeah, but
element.
The main reason I say that, well, okay, all right, I hear what you're saying, and that's fair. But I just remember my mother telling me, listen, black woman that raised 3 kids on her own. She told me, and it's probably because she wanted this. She said, listen, when you meet the woman that you want to marry, she is the most important woman in your life. And this is her words, over me.
And that's the way it's supposed to be.
And she said that, so that's why I adopted that, and that's why I feel like that, you know.
And that's right. That's 100% fact, because that is actually biblical. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But the reality of it is, you know, it ain't gonna be like a drastic. Now all of a sudden you're 100% of my world and my mama's only, well, that's too drastic. So now all of a sudden you 80% of my world and my mama's only 20. It won't be like that. It'll be more of a, I'm gonna give you 45, 48. Mama will still get 52. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where it came from.
Yeah.
And that relationship will never break.
Yeah. But see, I don't want it to be
in between that relationship.
And see, that's dangerous. But see, I don't want it to be like that because now, like with these kids, we got to always go back to social media. That's what it did. Videos of people arguing with their spouse, like young married couples arguing with their spouse because the mama want to sit in the front seat.
I was just about to bring that up.
I mean, that's crazy, right? That shouldn't even be a thing.
Right.
Hell no. Like we in the same car.
Mama should know to get in the back though.
Well,
see, you want mom in the front.
But
I don't believe that.
Okay, so my thing with that is I was raised to always respect the elders.
Okay.
And let me say this. Sometimes elders can't bend to get in the back seat.
Right.
So I might not look at you and say, you look healthy. You look all right.
Okay.
I might just say, you know what? I don't know what ailments you got. I'm going to just get in the back seat because it's easy.
I hear you.
But
now
but see, that's how I was raised.
Takes that element out though, the physical disabilities. Take that out.
Right.
We talking about young couples.
Exactly.
We are parents of young adults. So
which is
people our age.
Right. So
we can get in the back seat.
No. But see, here's the thing. There is that piece of respect right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, for an example, not just the woman's side, but the male side, right? If I'm in the car, if it's me and my wife and her father, and I'm going to assume the most comfortable seat for him is probably going to be in the front. So I'm not even going to challenge his comfort. That's a part of being an adult. So if you got your grandmother or your mother, or you got an older woman in the car, naturally, even if she's not physically unable to do it, it's easier for her to sit in the front. Now, if she declined,
then okay.
That's what I was just about to say. Ask.
Yeah.
Because my mother-in-law right now, literally she looks nowhere near her age. Most people would even think that she was my mother-in-law because she just doesn't look anywhere near her age. But she's physically able to sit wherever she wants.
Yeah.
But my wife wouldn't dare just assume that she's going to just sit in the back, even though she's able to do it. She's always going to offer her the most comfortable seat. And we'll work around that. Now, my mother-in-law, 100% of the time is going to decline and she's going to get in the back. Right. Because she's physically able to do it and she just...
So it should be, so we're saying that ask her.
Yeah.
Basically.
And really you ain't got to ask. It's more of a feel the temperature. Right. Yeah. That's not even one that you have a question for.
Yeah.
Right. That's one of them, I kind of noticed the way they walk, or I noticed what's going on with them. You get in the front first. Now, again, if they just go, no, I'm going to get right here, and they physically able to, then that's one thing. But that ain't even something you got to talk about. Yeah, like, you ain't got to read, well, do you want to sit in the front? Now, that's weird.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not so much like, do you want to sit in front, or more like,
You okay with sitting in the back?
You want the front? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because, like, these videos, like, they were fucking.
Did you see the one
after?
No, did you see the one, the young lady, I guess the mom was older, and the husband was like, Ma, get in the front, and the wife was like, what you mean? Ma, get in the front. And it was like a whole situation of them on the sidewalk arguing while the mama
ain't even got nowhere.
And I was like, oh my gosh.
Like, I would never want to make nobody feel uncomfortable about, in a situation like that.
It's just a car ride, guys.
And we all going to the same place.
We going to the same spot.
So is the front seat gonna get there faster than the back seat?
That's that big piece of chicken. Like, that's the woman's big piece of chicken.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like you gonna get there any faster because you in the front, opposed to you being in the back.
And the crazy shit, like, and see, I'm going off my personal experience. Monique and my mother, oh my God, they were two peas in the pod. Like, she loved her. She would call my mother and my mother would give her the tea on me. I'm like, hey, yo, sis, my mama, like, you know, but if I'm fucked up, I'm fucked up. And that's how my mother was. She didn't play that bullshit. But my mother would go to the back seat, and Monique would be like, Jackie, come get in the shit. Like, baby, I'm good. I'm just happy to be going with y'all. Like, shit like that.
That's a difference.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, that's
so I'm going on what I saw.
Mama saying, I ain't tripping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm comfortable. Now, so another example, my mother passed away when I was young, so my wife never had a chance to meet her. But my grandmother still lived. So anytime we pick my grandmother up, I mean, my wife ain't even thinking. The same thing with my father. My father's handicapped.
Yeah.
So we pick him up, and he get in the car with us. She's not gonna be looking at him funny because he's sitting in the front. She know that physically he needs to sit in the front.
It's just easier.
It's not a thing.
Because it's easier. And she like, I ain't got no problem jumping in out the back. I mean, it's a car ride. Like, you know what I mean? She don't trip on no petty ass shit like that. But again, that is this younger generation of entitlement. Right? You got, you know, this whole I got the front. That's some shit you did when you was freaking
shotgun.
Yeah, who did that? Like, really, that's some little kid shit.
And it's like now you jockeying for position with my mother, and we're not having that.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now, that will ruin your marriage faster than anything. Y'all need to listen to me very freaking clear right now.
Talk to me, y'all.
You have parents just like your spouse has parents. Don't think for 1 second that your parents is more important than your spouse's parents. So don't ever ask your spouse to do some shit to their parents that you won't do to your own. And if you want to stay married, you better keep that shit fucking happy.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Adapt, learn,
yeah,
figure it out, but you definitely better make sure the value of your spouse's parents is just as high as the value as your own. If not, your marriage will fail.
Yeah, yeah. And I think a lot of people don't know how important that is.
Man.
They don't live with
somebody your mama.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn if I love your ass.
Yeah. I mean, they don't live with you, but still, dude, they're a part of your life.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
That, again, that's a high point. That's why when you was a little kid, like I said, you crack jokes. As soon as you say your mama, that shit go from jokes to a fight.
Yeah, yeah, we got a problem.
Right?
We about to get into this now.
That's just nature. Yeah. That's natural.
Yeah. And you don't even know my mama 9 times out of 10.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm ready to punch your ass in the eye over that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, same thing when you're in a marriage.
Yeah.
There's certain things that you just have a mutual respect for.
Yeah.
And that's one of them. That's one of those. That's like a huge piece of that puzzle. You can't cross that.
No. And I think that all ties back into like the ego thing and the respect thing you were saying about old boy not getting his plate fixed right in front of his family. It made him feel away because he looked away. They probably didn't even give a damn.
They did.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the woman's. I want to say, fix my plate. Your mother and her, like, I want to ride in the front. You shouldn't care.
Not at all.
Right.
You really shouldn't care if you're really that man's wife and you're taking on those core values that come with being a wife.
Not even being a wife. If you're just a good person in general.
There you go.
Because if I was in public transportation and I didn't know this person from Adam, if it was a easier, more comfortable ride for that person to sit in the seat that I'm sitting in, I'm going to give it to him. And I don't even know him. And probably ain't never going to really run across him again.
Yeah.
But just by nature, you know, naturally thinking about somebody else, I'm going to help them first.
Yeah.
It's no different in a marriage. If you're in a situation where you can actually do better and you don't, then shame on you. Because you choose it.
Yeah.
That's a choice.
Deliberate decision.
What they tell you to pick your battles?
Yeah.
I can tell you that shit all the time. Pick what you want to argue about, pick the battle, you know, pick what you want to talk about. If your battle is to be petty enough to pick over that.
What did you say earlier? Read the fucking room. Right? Like, okay, she walking towards the front. She walking towards the front seat. I'm gonna let it ride.
Just let it go.
Even if you feel away, you had that conversation with him later. It's probably still not gonna go good.
But we only got to go. How long we gonna be in the car together, right?
20, 30 minutes tops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we driving to fucking Africa.
Now, I saw one video when the mother, she kind of was being petty. Like she's sitting in the front. Like she kind of started that shit.
See,
Ma, I'm gonna holler at you too though.
Exactly.
Don't fuck with my home life like that.
There we go.
Come on. Come on.
poking the bear.
That's when you have those conversations with your parent.
Yeah.
And that's not a conversation that's an embarrassment. That's one of those conversations that you have with your parent one-on-one, just like they used to have a conversation with us. That's one of those conversations that you have with your parent. You explain to them the importance of your spouse.
Yeah.
And just like you know, on your spouse ass about how they treat your parent, you need to be in your parents' ass of how they, you know, and they ask too about how they treat your spouse.
Yeah.
Because again, that shit got to be 50-50.
Yeah. And you learn a lot about your spouse with situations like that too.
And you got to let your parents know that, yeah, you did a great job raising me, but I'm not married to you.
Yeah.
This is, you know, this is the rest of my life.
Because they say you married a woman, you married a family, you married a parents, all that. That's not true. No. I'm not rocking with that. I get the concept, and I know what they're saying. You know, the actual meaning of that is, but I'm not marrying your mother.
No, hell no.
I'm not marrying your father.
No.
You know, they're important.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're important to you.
Right.
But I'm not marrying them, so
I'm not going to disrespect them by any means.
Yeah.
But you know, that relationship is going to always be good. You know, but that's not who I'm married.
Yeah.
And you know, and that's important. Again, that all goes back to the conversation, though, man. You gotta have open communication about shit like that.
You gotta be able to talk. You gotta be able to talk. All right. So we're gonna wrap it up. So, like we do every time, give me your closing thoughts on it, baby boy.
Well, I'm telling you right now, man. I really firmly believe that your spouse and your parents got to get along.
Okay.
Right. And if your battle is over the front seat of the car,
or fixing a plate,
or fixing a plate, or any of that petty shit like that.
Yeah, it's trash.
And you got bigger fish that need to be fried. Like you're on the wrong shit.
Yeah. If
you worried about that. It's fixing your ass a plate when you can just get your ass up and go over there and get your own. That's simple.
That's what I need to say every fucking time.
Falling out with my mama because you don't want to sit your ass in the back seat. Yeah. That's petty. Or me falling out with your mama or daddy because I don't want to sit my fat ass in the back seat, right? Yeah, it might be a little more comfortable for somebody my size to sit in the front.
Goes down,
you know what I mean? But sometimes I got to get in the back.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing wrong with that. We still getting there.
Yeah.
My pride ain't too much where I'm worried about riding in the back. Shit, some of the richest people in the world ride in the back. That's what I look at. I get a chance to get chauffeured around sometimes.
Man, I don't have to drive. I appreciate that. I mean? Yeah. So basically, we saying it's a ego check. Check your fucking ego, fellas. Sometimes you're gonna have to just eat that shit. And I ain't talking about the plate she fixed you, or she didn't fix you. You just gotta eat it, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to make it a thing.
Yeah.
You know?
If we check half of that shit at the door, most of these our percentage might go up from 29% to freaking 35 or 40% just on that. You know what I'm saying?
Terrible.
Just on checking yourself.
Yeah. 29%.
Yeah. 29%.
Rate in the black community. That is, but
30% divorce rate, Cap.
I don't even want to talk about how many kids we got out here.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? It's fucking ridiculous, man. It's fucking, that's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing. And it's on all of us. It's on all our watch. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we can either continue this shit or we can say, you know what, it's time to do something different. And I think the crew of us has figured out,
we're about to get it.
You know, let's try and do something different. And the only way we're going to change this shit is how for them to do what? They got to like, they got to subscribe, you got to share this shit with your friends. Man. You got to tell them to come check us out.
Yes.
Because some of this shit that we doing, we ain't no experts.
Nope.
I've been married 28 years, and I can tell your ass how to do the wrong shit.
I can tell you all that.
I can teach you a whole lot about that shit.
Oh, boy.
But in order to be married 28 years, you're going to get your ass kicked sometimes.
Sometimes you're going to kick a lot of ass.
Yeah, you're going to have to kick some ass sometimes. You're going to be sad. I tell this to people all the time, man. I think me and my wife have experienced damn near every emotion in marriage except death. And that's on the real. Because in this roller coaster, that shit has been up and down, and it's constantly up and down. Me and my wife was just at odds last week about shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit don't never stop.
Yeah.
But I told her ass one day, and I meant this shit. Like, this is the last time I'm going to keep on arguing with you about this shit. You ain't getting no fucking divorce. You ain't going no fucking way. So just all that shit, that's all.
I told one nigga a long time ago, it's one way out of this shit. That's death. That's it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's it.
So get over this shit. I got to do better in certain areas. I'm still working on doing that shit. So I encourage all of these men and women to constantly get better at what you're doing. You know, ain't none of us at the point where we got this shit figured all the way out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even the motherfuckers who write all them books and shit. Look at Steve
I don't
Harvey.
hear that. I don't want to hear that.
This motherfucker been married how many times? Writing all kind of books and
I
shit.
don't want to hear that shit.
There ain't no book that's gonna teach you how to
Nope.
be married.
Nope.
You're gonna teach yourself and your spouse. Y'all gonna teach each other how to do this shit.
Yeah. Come here, listen to our stories, take in our little bit of knowledge that we have to give, and then you act on it yourself.
Man, put that shit in your own life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And check yourself in the mirror. Look at your pride. Put some of that shit down.
Gotta let that go. But what I'll say in closing is, we don't have all the answers, but together, I think as a community, we can figure this shit out.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Dude, family is the key. I can't stress that shit enough, man. Family is the key in this whole thing. You will never know how good it feels for a child to go to bed at night knowing his mother and father are under the same roof and they making this shit happen for them.
They getting good sleep at night, which means the next morning when they get to school, they're already prepared. They ain't thinking about shit that's going on at home. They can actually think about learning the shit that need to be learned in school.
Mm-hmm.
They can actually be an 8-year-old instead of having to be
Yep.
8, working as a
Yep.
12-year-old. You know what I'm saying? There's so much other shit that go in the outside of just being stable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when a kid got that stable stability, the statistics show the truth.
Oh, for sure.
White
Always.
folks stay together with that like 60%.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we wonder why all the damn presidents and all the leaders been white. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you wonder why all the leaders of these big ass companies is white kids.
Mm-hmm.
White.
You wonder why Obama flourished the way he flourished. You might not have liked him as a president, but you can't knock his fucking family dynamic.
Not at all.
You can't touch
Not
that
at all.
shit.
And there's been a family dynamic behind him. That's how he got to where he is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But if you think you're gonna have a unstable household and send a kid to school every day that's gonna come back home and retain any of that information, that's what we fucked up at.
Yeah.
Because the kid can't pay attention in class and do all that because they worried about adult shit
Yeah.
instead of worried about 8-year-old shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And like I said, man, we're gonna get it together. So y'all tune in,
Subscribe, like, and share.
Come on, man. Peace.